What's up YouTube, ODST General back again with some more Star Citizen. Now it's been quite a while since my last Star Citizen video. In fact, I think the only other video I've really uploaded of Star Citizen is taking down the Idris class, which I do like Star Citizen, but it's got some flaws. It's got a lot of good things, but it's got some flaws too. Right now the Christmas event is going on, and I thought, you know what, this is as good a time as any to upload another Star Citizen video because they've hidden Christmas presents all over the place. And these Christmas presents, you can go out and you can take them and then turn around and sell them at shops and stuff like that. Now these are at landing areas as well as just scattered all around throughout the entire games galaxy, the star system. I was gonna say universe, but we're not quite at universe scale yet. But with that being said, I figured it'd be a lot of fun to actually go around and try to hunt down some of the harder to find ones. I don't know how difficult these are to find at the landing areas, but I figured it would be a lot more fun to actually go out and see what we could find as far as loot and stuff like that. So we're gonna go from location to location around the moons and all this other stuff and check them out. So I want to go ahead, get geared up, and take off, and then I'll be back with you guys as we approach our first planet, probably. Alright guys, so I've chosen Yela as our first moon. To keep it kind of winter themed, you know, it's an icy cold planet, or, well, moon, and it's a high crime area. Now we're not going to go to one of the criminal locations, at least not that I'm aware of. I don't know if there'd be any gifts around there. I haven't been there. I need to check it out and explore it, but I figured that we're going to go at least really close to it to kind of increase the chances that we'll maybe find some sort of potential encounter that could go crazy. So, you know, you never know what's going to happen. Now, of course, I could go to the criminal location. That would definitely increase things a lot higher. Probably could make some more money doing that too, but, you know, it's not very Christmas themed. We're here to find some Christmas presents, so we're going to do that. So we're going to go to this shelter down here. These shelters tend to have loot boxes that we can find, so, you know, at the very least, we'll get some goodies off of this in all likelihood, and we'll go from there. And it just occurred to me I forgot to put my landing gear up, I think, but it is up because we jumped. So it's going to take us a little teeny bit of time to land. It's not super long, but I want to just go ahead and cut to once we're on the ground unless something else happens. Alright guys, so we've just landed at our first shelter here on Yela, and things are looking pretty chilly outside. There's a lot of wind blowing, it looks like, and our ship's moving around slightly as the elevator drops down here. Now, obviously, visibility is not really great, but so far things seem pretty quiet here, so I'm not really sure if we're going to have to worry too much about anybody. Like I said, this is adjacent to a pretty high crime, high combat area, so I wouldn't be too surprised if somebody showed up, but I think a lot of the more crime-abiding, well, not crime-abiding, but law-abiding citizens are going to avoid this area. So, I don't know if every location has a loot box. I'm not sure if that's the case. I don't see one yet, but we're going to look around for a second here. They might not be super apparent. I know the ones that I've had are usually just like right there in front of you. So the fact I'm not seeing one makes me think there might not be one here. Maybe no presents for us. Like, if we get the actual, like, Christmas presents, that's kind of ideal. That's what I'm really hoping for. But, oh, well, there's a package we can take. Yeah, I don't see any other loot, though. The toolbox. Lots of cargo containers and some, you know, other stuff, but no actual, like, loot cases that I can see. So I guess we're going to take that health pack, the aid package or whatever's in there. I'm not sure. It's medical supplies of some kind, presumably. I don't see any other stuff, so we'll go ahead and take that, and we'll bring that along with us, and maybe we'll get lucky and be able to sell it. These packages are one of the buggier aspects of Star Citizen, which is kind of a shame because I feel like these are what a lot of more casual players and maybe people who aren't necessarily looking for this like crazy combat are going to be looking to get and deliver and stuff. And these are, you know, the things that seem to work the worst. Combat's great, but like nobody really wants to enter into combat against, you know, a bunch of players with like really fine-tuned ships with a bunch of aftermarket parts when you're like a brand new player, like right out the gate. There might be some people, but I'm sure most people aren't like that. It is pretty cold and a little bit. It's negative 45 degrees Celsius, and my ship is lurching backwards, which I don't like. And we got hurt really bad. Jumping on that. That was an interesting bug. That's why we bring the health kits. Holy cow, that could have been bad. No, come back. I'm just trying to... I can't... The package is so big, I'm having a hard time looking at my elevator to activate it. There we go. So we did thankfully have carry a few health boosters on me, so you know that's a small little mercy there, I guess, for when that happened. We were able to get that out right away and use that. You can only use so many health things at one time. Thankfully, by the time we need to use another one, we should be okay. But as you guys can see, there's like a little drug emblem. And if you use too many like health boosters or other drugs, because there's other things in the game that will like boost various stats and abilities and stuff using the drugs, then you can overdose. We're going to go ahead and bring up the landing gear, and we're going to blow this popsicle stand. Now, I don't know if, what we want to go to for our next location. I don't know if we want to stay here in Eula and try to go somewhere else. So yeah, there's Jumptown. Jumptown's like right over here. So it's not like super close, I guess, but it's pretty, I mean, in the relative terms of spaceships jumping around between locations pretty fast, it's pretty darn close. I think we might try to stick with Eula, and we'll try our luck at this other location here. I'm not sure what NT999XX is. Maybe we'll go there. It looks like it might be a kind of a questionable location. A lot of questionable places here. Yeah, I really need to spend some more time exploring Eula. Bring her back around here so we can start getting ready to take our quantum drive, and I'll be right back as we approach this location again, guys. Okay, guys, so we are at our next destination here, so hopefully we'll find something at this place, but I don't know, not holding my breath. We'll see, though. I'm not really familiar with this location. It looks like it might be a somewhat criminal-based location, but who knows? Should have checked my landing here to make sure that this is okay, but the ship's nose seems to be pointed down a tad bit, so hopefully should just prop the ship up like that. Perfect. We are going to go ahead and close the ship up so nobody sneaks up behind us and steals our ship. And get our gun out, because again, this does look, at least based off the name and the description, like it's probably some sort of criminal location or something that's not really designed to be on the map per se. Definitely a ooh, yeah. Hey, somebody got hacked up here. Yeah, I've definitely can't say I've ever been here before. I don't tend to do a lot of criminal stuff. Well, here we've got actually one of the loot boxes there. We're gonna just go ahead and double check, make sure no one's like crouched down behind the counter or anything else. Sure, that's not the case. I'm pretty sure if somebody else was in here, they would have presumably blasted us right away. So I'm guessing that there's like illegal drugs or something that we can buy here. If I were to go to my shit. Maybe they don't actually sell anything, they just buy drugs, presumably, is what it is then. Or something else, maybe. So yeah, I think this is the only loot chest, so let's go ahead and loot it. What did we get? We got a Renegade Tactical Helmet. That's kind of interesting looking. So we got our Christmas-themed armor on here, but let's go ahead and take a look at this real quick. Actually, let's put you in my backpack. Kind of like an open helmet, kind of a cool design. Actually, I do like it. Vaguely reminds me of something from like Star Wars, almost like a Rebel Trooper, but obviously not exactly like the Rebel Troopers. So that's pretty cool. But I don't know if this one's space rated. A lot of these open helmets actually seem to protect you in space. This one says in atmosphere operations though, so we're going to just put our sealed helmet back on and we'll put that in our ship, and I guess if I remember, I'll transfer it over to the well, the stations I'm on, so I have a backup helmet or something. Okay. Yeah, I don't. Oh, there is another loot chest in here. Excellent. And a pink helmet. Well, we'll take that too. Or not. I think that might be too much. My oh, there we go. Sometimes the transfers seem to take a little bit, unfortunately. Well, we still got them, so we're going to go ahead and head back to the ship. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Make sure I still have that on me, didn't drop it or something stupid. Yeah, this is one of the issues with the system. Sometimes when you get like open doors and stuff like that, guns and things will get in the way. We already saw that with the ladder when I was carrying that crate out. Weather is significantly more clear though than the last location. So we're 0 for 2 on actual Christmas presents though. I mean, we've gotten some loot, we've gotten some goodies, but unfortunately, like the helmets, I don't think I can actually sell the helmets. It would be really cool if I could actually sell the helmets and the loot and stuff that I got. It would make actually like going around looting and just exploring a little bit more worthwhile, I think. I'm sure that's something they'll do later on. I could be wrong, that you might be able to, but I think at least that package we should be able to sell at like a admin kiosk or something. Possibly. We'll find out. I don't actually know. I don't know where I want to go next. Let's take a look here. We might actually jump to a completely different place. We got Selin. Could go to Microtech, that's a cold planet, and then there's Calliope, which I believe is really rough. I'm trying to remember, because there's one of these is like basically just like pure ice and just terrible place. There isn't really anything on that moon though. There's a couple places there. A couple of research outposts. I think this is where we're gonna go. What's Raven's Roost? Interesting. Well, let's go ahead and set location for here, and it's going to take me a bit of travel time to get to that location, guys. So we'll go ahead and cut and be back, I guess, once we get there, wherever our next destination ends up being, if it changes. I do have to go to work at some point here in the not too distant future, so I'm not exactly sure how much time I'll actually have to record this whole thing, if that's going to be enough time or not. Alright guys, so we are closing in on our next destination, which is apparently Shubin Processing Facility SPMC-11. As you guys can tell, this was definitely not planned as a destination, but that's okay. We're gonna go there anyways. So maybe we'll get lucky. And then I think after this, I'm not exactly sure how much time we'll have for recording, but I'm gonna probably need to stop after this. So maybe we'll head over to Microtech and park there, and then maybe we'll look around there for gifts and see if we can find any there. Turn our lights on. So yeah, I mean, this is definitely a very Christmassy environment, very cold and frigid, and there's a lot of guns there. Oh god. Shooting processing facility does not like me. Let's get down under where those guns can shoot us. They're hitting our rear shields, and we almost lost rear shielding there. So we're about 20 kilometers out from that outpost, but the wind is actually actively pushing my ship backwards. Or it's trying to. We're getting some forward momentum now, but we had to build up some thrust first. Holy cow. It's daytime on this side of the planet, though. Which is actually kind of a shame. I do like the nighttime a little bit more, but it's obviously a little bit better for actually maneuvering. Not much, because you still can't see anything anyways, but... yeah, hopefully this research outpost is a little bit more friendly to visitors. I'm guessing it will be, because a lot of these research outposts need like civilian supply runs and stuff, so I'm guessing it will be. Get our landing gear down, because I see it right now. Actually, given this particular type of research outpost, we should be able to call our ship in here. I might just take a break here and come back and finish recording this after work or something. Ship dipping down a wee bit. Oh, we got still. I didn't actually take out this stuff. I'm gonna put this into the ship, so we might not actually find anything here. We'll see. Maybe we'll get lucky. Yeah, ship was down a little bit when it landed. That's the one thing I don't really like about the Constellation ships, is they're pretty cool, but they don't have any forward landing gear, so they like to dip down when you land and put the nose into the ground. Which, I mean, they're sturdy ships, they can usually take that pretty well, but it's kind of wonky sometimes when you're landing on uneven ground. Anyways, you guys can see it's pretty cold here. It's nearly negative, well, now it is a negative 100 Celsius. Survival time's not very long out in that weather with the standard gear. We definitely need some like cold resistant gear, but I don't have any of that. I can't remember where to get it. Oh, there is in fact a loot box right in here. How about that? What is that? Revenant pod. So it's I guess a tree, like a pine cone or something. Huh, interesting. Yeah, I don't know if we can sell that. Oh, I actually put those helmets into the research outpost. I meant to put those in my ship. Yeah, I don't know how we, like, if we can sell those pine cones or anything. Like, I don't know what that would actually be used for. I keep calling it a pine cone. It's not actually even a pine cone. Let's go back to the ship real quick, or at least get on the elevator here, so I can see if I can drop off this Revenant pod and the other helmets. Love this, the low atmosphere. Entertaining. Entertaining for sure. Let's go ahead and open up the cargo bay. We'll get out in the cargo bay. See if it'll just let me do it from the elevator here. Vehicles. There we go. Certainly will. Wasn't paying attention. I would say it would have been a bad mistake. Probably wouldn't have been that big of a deal because, again, I've got several helmets already anyways. I bought armor just for this. I had Christmas-themed armor. The undersuit's a little bit lighter of a green than I care for, but it was the best of the options I had available. So we've still got 2 more buildings to check out here, so one of these is going to be the spawn-in for the ships, which I'm thinking is this building. I'm pretty sure I've actually been at this location before. It's been so long I can't remember. Rude. This is actually a living area for the staff, but there is a loot box here. Oh, look at all this stuff in here. We got Heart of the Woods, which is a fungus. See if anything else is in here, though. Yeah, no Christmas presents so far, which is a bummer. I'm really not 100% sure if they're even in this current build. I haven't been to Microtech at all, and that would be the most surefire way for me to know. Oh, well, hello there. These are some good Christmas presents. We got a Carno rifle and a Gallant rifle. And we've got a battery for the Carno rifle. Now, I can't actually fit the other rifle in here, so what it might do is we'll probably have to come back and get that. So we'll go ahead and drop this this other stuff off in the ship again, and then we'll go back. Got lots of food. Never go hungry, that's for sure. Oh wow, that wind's actually really pushing my ship. You can see it leaning back on its struts there for a minute. I've definitely seen the wind push around ships in this game, so I wouldn't be surprised if that were to happen. So we'll go ahead and head back in here. We'll get the other rifle. We'll probably end up leaving the other food. Not that concerned about all the food. Looking for better gear, you know, armor pieces, rifles, stuff like that. Which one was it? This one right here? Yeah, again, I don't know if you can sell all these things or where you sell them. Oh god, that's the building itself. I thought somebody was coming in here, but I couldn't pull my rifle out. I was kind of freaking out. I didn't know if it was... I'm guessing this is a non-combat zone. I didn't realize it. That'll be hard to believe. Oh, you'll put that in there, but not the pistol. Yeah, this it's a little bit janky trying to get this stuff to actually go in here. Alrighty. Another cold, desolate planet behind us here, with only another cold, desolate planet ahead of us. But, you know, that's all the plan. We're not going to desert planets. We're not going anywhere nice. We want these cold planets because this is a Christmas episode. So actually probably will end up being Friday, which I think is Christmas Eve. And Saturday's Christmas this year, I believe. I should know this. It's like literally later this week, and I don't know. That's, yeah, I don't know. It's crazy week ahead of me. Alright, so this is the city of New Babbage, the winter wonderland of Star Citizen. So, yeah, I mean, if you guys have played Star Citizen, you guys are probably more than familiar with Microtech and New Babbage. But, yeah, if you guys aren't, this is a pretty cool location. It's kind of like the Apple headquarters of Star Citizen, of Apple put itself in a frozen, desolate wasteland. We are actually jumping towards the city, which is not correct. We need to go to the spaceport, which not angled towards properly. In fact, I'm a little bit backwards here. It's been a little bit. I feel like the spaceport is away from the city a ways, but I'm pretty sure that's not it over there. Ah, there it is. That's definitely the spaceport right there. That makes more sense. I was confused by the other line over there. Alright, so we'll start heading over to the spaceport and getting prepped to land here. It's not up on comms yet. Tight squeeze here on this one, huh? Can't actually tell if my ship's clearing that or not. You're getting pushed around a little bit too. Yeah, that was a super tight squeeze. I haven't had to worry about that in ages. Go ahead and do the auto land here, line her up a little bit better. Actually, you know what? Looking from the bottom, it doesn't look nearly as bad. Did it open up more, or was it just maybe just an angle? That doesn't look bad at all. What is up, YouTube? Okay, we are back, so we're going to continue recording here. But here we are back in Microtech. So I picked up after work, as we talked about, and as it turns out, presents are in fact on the server. I have found a number of these since I've logged on. I went ahead and I just grabbed a bunch of them because I didn't know how many people might come through. Somebody actually ended up coming through and grabbing a bunch of these, so I'm kind of glad I went out and I actually grabbed them. We're going to put my helmet on so I have a little bit of extra room here. We still got all the equipment too from our little powwow earlier, I guess you could call it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to transfer, I guess, the rest of the stuff over too. We don't really need most, if not all this stuff, so I don't actually know where I'm supposed to take these presents to. That is the question. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and we're going to mosey around and look for some more presents. So, I guess they're just going to be scattered all over the place. A bunch of them were in, like, really obvious spots, and then some were in less obvious spots. Like, that one almost snuck by me. It kind of blended in with the plants a little bit. Little tiny little presents here. So these were actually worth, I guess, a decent amount of money when they first started. When these first came out, these were worth like 1,000, I think is what people were saying, and now they're only worth like 250 alpha credits or whatever, but that's going to get reset anyways down the line, so I don't think it matters too much. I don't know exactly where all these presents are going to be, if they're just limited to the living area, or if we can expect to find them in other places. Obviously, as you go outside the living area, I think people are going to be a little bit more inclined to travel around these other areas, so I think it's going to be a little bit tougher to actually find the presents in these other areas, so hopefully we can get lucky and we'll actually find some more presents. But who knows? Who knows? Oh, get on board here. Yeah, so far I've only seen them in the living area, so I don't know. They might not be anywhere else. Alright, well, let's continue our search. And there is one right there. So yeah, kind of a little bit out of the way. Well, it's actually really not out of the way at all, in fact, but just kind of tucked off to the side. Definitely an easy one to miss if you're not paying close attention, because it kind of blends in with the plant a little bit. These ones a little bit tougher, I think, to miss, but still, I mean, again, if you're going real quick or something, I could definitely see where somebody might miss this. These things are filling up our... Well, actually... We're missing our backpack. Storage. There we go, okay. Yeah, I mean, we still got quite a bit of storage left. I don't think we need to worry too much about it. It's looking suspicious here now that we're getting in, like, airport security and we're sitting there, like, looking around behind, like, all these lockers and stuff like this. Definitely be freaking security out a bit. A lot of little spots in here that I could definitely see they would be able to tuck away some presents pretty easily, and I think people would miss them. So far I haven't seen any, though. I'm definitely trying to kind of pay close attention to, like, all the potted plants and stuff. I haven't looked too high up. I've mostly looked, like, at eye level or down on the ground. And I feel like this is probably going to be the least likely spot to find any, but there's one right there, like, right at the entrance as I say that. Oh yeah, there's several here. Look at this. Yeah, 150. Let's go ahead and buy this guy. I was squeaking there for a minute. Now it stopped. I mean, this is definitely pretty mindless gameplay, I'll be honest with you guys. I am aware of that. I don't know how much fun this is actually going to be for you guys to watch it, but, you know, I wanted to do something kind of Christmassy themed, and I wanted to do... I definitely want to do more Star Citizen content, and it was something I talked about, and I just never really did. The problem with Star Citizen is you can go... It's one of those games, it's kind of like Sea of Thieves, where you can go, you know... a long time with nothing happening. You know, you could go, you know, hours and have nothing happen, and then all of a sudden it's just pure absolute chaos, you know, and that's just kind of one of those things you get with emergent gameplay that you tend to get in this, and you never really know what you're going to get. Sometimes it might be crazy the whole day, and sometimes it might be slow, and sometimes you'll get a mix. But as far as content creation, not having that consistency to actually, like, record the videos and, like, get into that stuff, it makes it a lot tougher to go in, because you never really know if you're going to actually have something to make content out of, I feel like, with it. There's definitely a lot of Star Citizen content creators, but, I mean, if you look at the biggest content creators for Star Citizen, you know, you got, like, Morphologist, who, you know, he does, like, the architect videos, which is something I guess you can consistently do, but that's not really something that we do on my channel. I'm not an architect. I don't know anything about architecture. And then everything else is basically, like, you know, news videos and stuff like that. And then outside of that, like, the actual gameplay content creators, the people in the same space that I would be in, are all streamers. And the reason for that is because, again, with streamers, you know, they're there to chat with you, you know, hang out, chill, not to actually watch the game so much. I mean, they want to see the game and everything, but definitely a lower priority, and there's less expectation for action. I don't know why they felt the need to add a plushie penguin, but they did. It's amusing, though. Some people say that they'll carry this thing around with them everywhere they go, and they'll bring it on their ship and everything. I think there's certainly like a little bit of added extra challenge with that, carrying this around. So, hey, you know what? More power to them. So, I think we want to head over to the Commons. Or wait, is it the Commons? I can't remember. Is the Commons... Spire Grand. Yeah, Spire Grand is the the actual living quarters, so we want to go to the commons. I don't know, guys. The last one that's going to be super difficult to find because it's the last one we're looking for. Is that what's going to happen here? It's going to Whammers. I feel like Whammers... Oh, there's one right there. I was going to say, I feel like Whammers would maybe be a harder place to find one. Okay, so I've got the last of these. I actually don't know where I'm supposed to sell these guys, I'll be honest with you. Just double check our backpack. Now I could keep collecting these things. I've got obviously the 50k SCU or whatever, the carrying capacity in here, but I've still got my core armor components, my leg armor, and I could transfer stuff over to local if I really wanted to. But I think we're gonna go ahead and end the video there. I gotta figure out where to sell this stuff, and I'll probably have to look that up online. And you're just wander around until I can figure it out. So I think that's going to be it for the sake of this video, though, guys, either way. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, I know this is probably not the most exciting video. Now I'm thinking about it, though, we found a bunch of weapons earlier. I think what I want to try and do, and if you guys would be interested in possibly seeing this down the road at some point, is trying to collect a bunch more weapons and maybe do some, like, arms dealing if we could. I think that could be a lot of fun. Not sure if that's something I would want to do or not, but maybe some gameplay could come from that. That would definitely be pretty interesting. So let me know in the comments below, guys, if that is something that you would want to see happen in Star Citizen. See us do some wheeling and dealing and arms, you know, just throwing some arms out into the world and seeing what happens with it. Alright, guys, take it easy. We'll see you in the next one.